You might have noticed on the walk up from St Oswald's, there's a bar about 300 metres away from here, just up there, called the Library, which used to be called Varsity when we were here. And I actually got a sample of the Google reviews here, if anyone's interested in going later in the weekend. Horrible sticky floors, flat and tasteless drinks, not great. But naturally, my 21-year-old self thought this was the perfect place to take Sophie for our first date, just over 11 years ago. It was a date I was unfortunately late arriving to, which is the first thing I'll never be allowed to forget. Having already cancelled our original first date because I had a pretty terrible hangover, which is the second thing I'll never be allowed to forget. But once I eventually got myself together, we said hello, we had a lovely welcome hug up in the marketplace up there. We hit it off pretty much straight away, and we really have never looked back since then. And you looked so lovely that night, and somehow you've managed to look even more beautiful today.
Hello everyone, I want to welcome you here obviously to this beautiful college in Durham. This is obviously the place where it all began for Gabs and Soph. The only couple I've ever met that required Tinder to meet despite being in the same college at the same university.
So working for a newspaper, I know there's one thing people enjoy more than anything else, and that's mildly embarrassing details about other people's relationships. So here's ours, the PG version, obviously. Sophie wins almost every time we play any kind of game together. Tennis is pretty much a given, as you're much more skilled than me. But when you've thrashed me at Laser Quest, Mario Kart and Tekken 2, those defeats have been a bit harder to take. But however much I grumble, there really is no one I'd rather lose to. And I can't wait to be on the wrong side of the scoreline for the rest of our lives. I, Gabriel, take you, Sophie, to be my wife.
I, Sophie, take you, Gabriel, to be my husband.
You of course all know Sophie as family or friends. But to me, Sophie is my darling daughter and will always be my little girl. And today I'm thrilled to see her looking so beautiful and happy on her wedding day.
Now, I wasn't around when Gabriel and Sophie first met, but from everything I've seen over the years, it's clear she brings out the best in him. I've seen how Sophie's joy and enthusiasm for life amplify his best qualities, and how she's been a real rock for him in terms of her support and love. Gabriel and Sophie, you are both incredible, warm people, and we are all better off for knowing you.
Gabriel and Sophie have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
I feel so grateful to be able to share this lovely day with you though. But really, every day I'm in awe of how kind, clever and loving you are. And I'm so excited to spend the rest of my life with you. Through all of the stresses of life, you make my life so bright and happy. And I still can't quite believe how lucky I am to have been found by someone who lifts me up and cares for me as much as you do. You deal with numbers at work and I deal with words, but at home we share a language which feels very precious to us. And I can't wait to share my life with you.
A successful marriage is not about finding a person you can live with, but like me and Jill, finding a person you can't live without. And I know you found that with each other. Will you all raise your glasses and join with me in wishing the newlyweds a long, healthy and happy future together To the bride and groom, Sophie and Gabriel. Cheers. Cheers.